Hello, Scrappers. Juro here. Just wanted to give everyone a heads up that there are two versions of this week's episode 235. Because we strive to keep our show at roughly PG-13 level, some of the more graphic bits of today's intro and episode have been excised from this cut. If you're okay with a bit more graphic descriptions of body horror and torture, the full, unedited version of the episode is available to download for free on our Patreon at patreon.com/podversusmachine. Whichever version you end up listening to, I and the rest of the cast hope you enjoy it. This is the intro.
The dark room looks much larger than it actually is, the dancing shadows hitting the shelves and filling every corner, hinting at something beyond, making it impossible to tell one horrific rusting device from the next. But at the same time, it feels tight, intimate, claustrophobic. Brown and flaking stains dominate the floor and coat the ceiling in strange, whirling patterns, a dead record of this room's brutal history. The spots and splotches seem to form a face, a stretched, distorted humanoid face hanging between two jagged, inward-facing hooks and watching. That, of course, is just imagination. The mess is random and sloppy and indicative of nothing save the sadism of its creator. On one side of this room, a mangled, twisted mass of greenish metal, roughly the size and shape of a human arm, has been melted into the glaucite wall panel 6 feet off the ground, hooks driven into its various pieces in random places and fastened to rings embedded in the walls, stretching the thing open like a frog dissected upon a table. Despite the lack of gore, the lack of flesh, the artificial appendage looks dead. It looks like it suffered. Opposite the arm, an array of chains hang down from the ceiling, each of which ends in a heavy sky metal hook, and each of those has been threaded through another metal ring, and each of those metal rings is embedded in Vargas No Clan. Vargas the Broken, Vargas the Hanging, his body suspended a foot above the ground on these chains, each of the rings bleeding afresh from the weight that they bear. His right arm, the artificial one, is conspicuously absent. It stares down at him from its spot on the wall. Before him stands a relatively petite woman with red hair and a big smile on her face. In one hand, she holds a high-tech handgun of some kind. In the other, she holds a short, wicked-looking knife, its edge curved in on itself like a miniature crescent moon.
Are you excited, old friend? Today is a momentous day.
Is it your birthday?
Oh no, I don't know that I even remember my birthday. Today is the day that we take our friendship to the next level.
You're not exactly my type, I'm afraid.
She tucks the gun away into its holster on her hip and grabs Vargas's hand, running a small bony thumb over the tattoo of the mountain that coats the back. And she says,
"Do you ever feel that you have let your guard down, Vargas?"
He, laughs. Maybe just a little bit and then starts coughing. You have no idea, but I think maybe I'm starting to get back into his good graces.
She traces the tattoo a little bit, looking at his hand rather than up at him. She says,
"Oh, I suppose you did die in glorious battle once. Perhaps even twice, as I understand it. But I am so happy that you survived those deaths. This ending, on the other hand, cannot be what your Lord in Iron had in mind."
He laughs again. You'd be surprised.
Rather than responding, she grips his fingers tightly with her much smaller hand and then sinks her curved knife into the back of his hand, and then she turns her face up and looks into his eyes, just sort of watching.
Vargas simply meets her eyes. He grits his teeth and just thinks in his head, Arashka, I'm sorry.
As she cuts, dragging the little knife up towards his wrist, she says,
"A tattoo is a change, is it not? You have changed your body. You added what served you, and you left behind that which did not.
He grits his teeth again, swallows. I guess you could say that, yes. It's one way of looking at it.
Oh, we're not so different. The voice and scream teaches us to cut away the weak parts of ourselves and replace them with magic, with machine, with metal, with whatever serves perfection.
This voice, you keep mentioning it, reminds me of something I saw. Swallows again. In Scrapwall, place I believe you've been yourself. A whining, cowardly little creature pretending to be a god.
The voice has no pretensions towards godhood. She is not far below them, but, well, perhaps someday. But that is not for us mortals to concern ourselves with, well, any more than we can help her along the way. We can listen to her voice.
She drags the knife while still tracing the tattoo of a sword that goes all the way up.
You hear her voice, don't you?
I think maybe I've heard it once or twice. Not since coming to this city, though.
I like to think I deserve some credit for that.
She finishes cutting, brings the knife across, and begins the journey down the other side of this very large tattoo. She's still not looking at her work, though the outline is... It's a uniform distance from the ink. It's like she's practiced this, or perhaps like she has an extra set of eyes. She says,
Combat, conflict, victory. These are all hollow ideas, Vargas Mountainfist. There is no such thing as a victory. There is no such thing as honor. These are distractions.
I'm not sure. I disagree. The Lord in Iron, he doesn't care for victory. He simply cares for the battle itself. And while he does have somewhat of a code of honor, one that I unfortunately, he coughs again, have broken myself more than once, it is certainly a far looser one than most mortal authorities would ascribe to. But I doubt you're preaching his tenets right now, are you?
I am merely demonstrating that we are not so far apart, you and I.
her blade completes its circuit back down onto his hand, the outline drawn all around the mountain stab sword. And the knife rests there still, and her eyes flick down to it as she pulls up in infinitesimal increments.
Vargas grits his teeth again, desperately trying not to scream because he knows that's what she wants. He swallows and forces himself to smile. While you have that thing out, you do requests. I have this mole I want looked at.
Oh, certainly I will cut away anything that you do not need. You jest, but this is the way. You can allow yourself to feel it. No one will think less of you.
Someone very important will, that I've been neglecting these past many years. Because you see, swallows again, if I allow myself to feel this pain, to show it, that'll be doing what you want, which will be hurting me and my pride. It's not going to happen, Grin.
And much as her name implies, the rictus grin on her face is practically frozen there as she looks back up to him as she's still working away. And she says,
"One way or the other, we all do our part. You don't have to scream for me. Oh, of course, you want to, and I very much want to hear it. But it will not change how this ends."
He looks her dead in the eye. No, it won't. Because regardless of what happens to me, you and I both know that this eventually ends with you dead on the ground. And your god under the mountain, a pile of smoking rubble.
Oh, I don't care about the god under the mountain. It is a sideshow at best. It is a foolish, youthful thing that doesn't know what to do with the power it controls. It is a tool. As this knife is a tool, as your arm was a tool before I relieved you of it.
she finishes sort of worrying the tattoo free.
It's interesting. A thing like the beast under the mountain. Does it have a body? Does it have a physical form?
The one in Scrap Wall didn't. At least, I don't think it did. He swallows again, avoids looking down at his arm. It used the machinery to interact, the same way this one talks through the screens.
Can you imagine it? To be free of the limitations of the physical form. A body that lives may die, yes? But to have no body, to be a pure existence. We must cut away the pieces that we don't need, do you understand?
No, I don't think I do. In fact, it seems almost like a contradiction from everything you've done to me here, the things it seems like you've done to yourself, how much you talk about reveling in pain. Having no body seems like it would be a downgrade for one like you.
Perhaps it is not for me, but someone. To be free of the imperfections of the physical form, to understand that perfect agony to not exist, and to exist all at once, forever.
And she lets the knife drop out of her hand at this point, and it falls just straight down and stabs into her boot. And for a moment, she stops and closes her eyes, like she's just savoring the sensation. And then she reaches up to the top of Vargas's tattoo, near the crook of his elbow. And then she puts her other hand on the bottom of it, which was the back of his hand. And she pulls the entire tattoo free and holds it up between the two of them.
I think when that happens, he does finally let out just a short scream. He cuts it off as quick as he can, but he can't stop it from coming out.
And she looks up at him, her smile finally weirdly gone, and takes one hand off of the tattoo and rests it sort of on the underside of his arm that isn't cut. He says,
"Are you okay, old friend?"
That tattoo you hold has a history behind it. It is the final work of a far better person than you. Take care of it.
I intend to treasure it, my friend.
and she sort of drapes it over her shoulder, and then with one hand still on the underside of Vargas's arm, she draws the gun she had at her side and says,
"You must tell me if it's too much."
Vargas lets out another choked laugh. You have no idea, do you? And he just looks at her and shakes his head.
And she pulls the trigger on the little gun, which instead of firing anything, it ignites like a super hot flame just coming right off of the end of the gun, like sticking out 6 inches, as it appears to just be a constant kind of torch. And she carefully brings it over towards Vargas's arm, and she says,
"Hold still as best you can. This will only take a moment.
And he bites down, just grits his teeth, wishing he had something between him, and forces himself to look down at what she's doing.
The witch gets to work, carefully with delicate or perhaps surgical precision. This is Pot Against the Machine.
Pot Against the Machine.
Welcome back to Pot Against the Machine, the only Pathfinder actual play that pushes your boss in the plant monster hole. I'm your host, and here's everybody.
Straight in the hole.
I am legally not allowed
You're
to say
that
anything
boss.
about pushing my boss in the plant hole right now, so.
It'll be a really long time, I think, until my boss reaches this episode, so...
Well, canonically, you guys didn't push the boss in the plant hole, so it's okay. You're covered for legal purposes.
Hello.
Yeah, we just talked about it.
We just considered it. And now everyone's bosses should be happy. Well,
For now.
Well, last week on the program, the party explored the rest of the meat garden, where they found the corpse of a small humanoid, which had left behind a headband of wisdom and a rust gauntlet. And then they looked down in the hole. Looked like it was more planty and pooly kind of grossness. They decided to throw an animal from the bag of tricks down there. Wound up being a rhinoceros. That rhinoceros got eaten by giant albino flytraps immediately. So everybody was like, you know what, we're not going to go down there. And then they turned around to see rockets flying at them as the Technic League wizard, who they'd chased off just a little while ago up above, had hunted them down with a pair of Gearsman battle guards and, of course, his protective battle mage friend. Battle broke out. It went poorly for the Technic League fella as his chain lightning got turned on him, and the fire snake also got turned on him, even though he didn't cast it. And, your standard stabbing, chainsawing. And then he got his mind feebled, which kind of ended his threat. The rest of his buddies got taken apart. And then the party realized that they had a Technic League captain for a hostage who couldn't really harm anybody. So they figured that might come in handy. And they put him in the lead. They went over to the other door that's supposed to lead down to the sub-basement, found a trap door that Brixby couldn't unlock. And he couldn't unlock it and couldn't unlock it, couldn't unlock it, till finally he could. And that revealed a 80-foot long ladder. They sent the Technic League guy down first. He went down to the bottom. Nothing happened to him. Kira went down next, and when she got to the bottom, she saw the Velstrax that didn't care about the Technic League guy, but they did care about her. So they went to attack. She stabbed one of them, and then the lights went out. And everybody in the deeper darkness couldn't hear anything. Cassius could still see. Yeah, that's where we are now. Well, Alowin's confused, and the Technic League guy's also confused. We're in the middle of a fight. And, it's Velstrax's turn. I think it's just going to stab the wizard standing in front of it. You don't know what wizard that is. Could be anyone.
Fine with us. We were already talking earlier about how to make it look like somebody else attacked this guy.
Well, maybe somebody did, maybe somebody didn't. I mean, Cassius can see the Velstrax stabbing Sturklinder, I guess. Now Sturklinder is confused, and he's going to stab at the darkness. And it goes poorly for him. Brixby, you're still 15 feet up. You can still hear, but you can also only see darkness below. I guess you can probably hear, stabbing sounds and bumping into things and grunting and stuff. It's not silenced.
Brixby, I think, is going to... Yeah, I guess I still wouldn't have line of effect. I couldn't cast anything on anyone because I couldn't see them. Alright, it's a no-win situation. Brixby, invisible, is going to get out of the way of people hopefully climbing up the ladder. So he will crawl out of the hole.
Well,
I guess that would probably...
it's 65 feet above you, so...
Oh, I didn't realize that's how far down we were. My bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's going to make 2 move actions up, so go up 10 feet.
All right. Well, that brings us to one of the chitons. And Cassius can probably see him kind of putting himself back together a little bit. And he's gathered that Cassius can see him. So he's going to step up and, make with the stabby doos. So we'll do 3 stabby doos. That one is a 39 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's probably going to be the only hit he gets on you. But still, 17 stabby damage with the spike chain. The next one's actually still a pretty good roll. 34.
Yeah, because I didn't combat expertise.
17 more damage. The next one needs a natural 20. Does not get it. So, will not hit you. Still, pretty good. Kira, you got stabbed last time. You didn't get stabbed this time.
This is a tricky one.
Oh, actually, I do need a will save, because you're still in the darkness.
Still in the darkness. Okay, roll 1d20.
No, never mind. It doesn't say every round.
Oh, okay, just kidding. All right. Well, she tried to hit a guy in the dark and missed. I think she knows at least one of her friends are down there. So I think she'd be cautious about just swinging. I want her to feel around in the dark for anyone who's not a cat. That feels like it would take time. This is a toughie. I think that she will... What would Kira do? She's raging. God, she might actually just swing. But no, she wouldn't risk on Cassius at that point. She's murdered too many friends accidentally at this juncture. So I think she would feel her way toward the ladder. Ugh. Cowardly route.
All right, if you're moving less than half your speed, then you don't have to make a check. You can just walk toward the ladder till you bump into somebody.
Okay, that is what she does.
All right, Cassius.
Okay. Let's see. The one that I was stabbing before, I think, is the one that moved away from me.
I think the one right in front of you is the only one that has been stabbed.
Okay. I am going to have Cassius take a 5-foot step to the southeast so that he is harder to flank, but unfortunately still flankable. And then he is going to full attack this chitin. Yeah, it's an at 20.
All right.
I'll roll to confirm now, like a sane person. And get the 1 on the other side.
Still a hit.
Still a hit. Oof. Only a 21 on the second one.
That will not hit.
A critical threat and a 29 on the lowest to hit.
All right, roll to confirm.
And the 1 on the other side.
Well, you got 2 hits.
Neat. A whole 24 points of damage.
Well, it's not nothing.
I don't know how much he's stitching, so it might be effectively nothing.
He looks very hurt. All right, Alwyn. I think you do have to try to kill somebody that you currently cannot see.
Yeah, so I think he would just swing in the same spot and hope he's still there. So first he's going to make his amazing unarmed strike with his +6. Oh, that's actually high enough that I might have to make the other check. 17 plus a 6 is a 23. Does 23 hit regular AC on this guy?
It does not.
Okay, then I don't need to make the mischance, and that would be all he would do.
All right, then we have a Velstrak moving into the flank on Cassius, so you can, AOO him if you want.
All right. 29.
29 hits.
Ooh, take 9 points of damage.
Ooh.
Probably dies.
Probably, since that was the first time he got hit. But it was a good trade for you because he does miss on his only attack.
Yeah.
Sterklinder spends his turn stabbing the darkness. Brixby.
Been there.
All right. You know what? So you're on the ladder, Alwyn. You're not on the ladder. Are you at the base of the ladder?
No, I'm standing at the base of it because when that guy hit me that was at the end of my movement, so I was able to start swinging back at him because of the confusion. So I'm standing at the base of the ladder.
Yeah, because Brixby's like, waited 12 seconds now, and he's not seeing anybody come up after it goes black.
Yeah, I can imagine, because that area, it's not like muting sound in the area, is it? Or is it just deafening us? Like, can he hear sounds of combat?
The sound is still there. It's just that everyone in the darkness is deafened.
Oh, okay.
So Brixby can hear that there's fighting going on.
So I can hear that there's fighting going on. No one's come up. Brixby has no idea what he's going to do. So he's going to release his hands on the ladder using his boots of the cat and drop 15 feet?
25 feet, I believe.
25 feet. All right, so I take the minimum damage for that, which would be 1, 2.
I think 2.
You know what? I'll be generous. We could even make it 3 if you wanted to. I got a whole bunch of hit points to play with for sure, and I'm sure it'll stay that way for a long period of time. So, does that even count as a move action to just let go? Isn't it
a free action to let go? But I do need you to make a will save as you fall into the darkness.
Yes. All right. And this is not a spell or spell-like ability.
Right.
Alrighty. Sure love will saves, and I've been making the best saves inside of Foundry. We can turn it around, Foundry. Turn it aroundery. 21.
All right, you're fine.
We turned it aroundery.
I mean, you're still, in deeper darkness and deafened, but...
Very cool. All right, so there's probably someone... I am likely sharing a square with you right now. So I don't have scent. I feel like I should just be able to know it's you because of something, but...
just feeling the cloakiness of Alwyn.
Now that I'm down here, what am I going to do? I came here to help. That's what he says out loud as he hits the ground and realizes he cannot see anyone or anything. So he only feels... I guess he'll make a perception check for what's around him, if he can just see what he can detect in terms of people being around him, right? So 31.
So, I mean, you can tell... I think you can tell that Alwyn is in the square with you, and then there's, someone directly in front of you and somebody else very close by.
All right, so I think the first thing that he's going to do is try to move into a square where no one's in there. So, does he sense anyone in this square up here?
I think you can bump your way into that square safely.
All right, cool. And that's what he's going to do. He's going to stumble over, up. All right, so I've moved to a 5-foot step. I've fallen. All great. And then I'm going to ready to attack anything that attacks me.
All right.
Which is probably a bad decision, but I don't know that people are confused down here. So, just going with what I have, and that's going to be my turn.
All right. That brings us to the next chitin, who, he's got a flank. So, he's going to shank. That's natural 20.
Ouch.
To confirm, we are looking at a 38.
Yep, here comes 34.
That is 31 damage.
Not bad.
I did forget he was flanking, so it was actually a 40 to confirm.
Wow, it's too high.
That is 31 on the second attack.
Ooh, that misses.
And the third attack, 33.
Yeah, that gets me.
Nice. It's nice.
Is it?
14 more damage. All right, Kira, you're back up.
And my situation has not really changed. So, are the people... Can I feel people around me? And do they feel hostile?
I think you can...
Are they, prickly?
You can feel someone non-pointy directly to the north. And then there's wall to the south and west.
Wall to the south and west, and I can feel someone in the north. Let me look at the map. Wall to the south and west. Someone's north of me. Okay. I would like to swing into the open... No, that's such a bad idea. That's such a bad idea. I don't know. This is hard. And normally the No Sam's chat is ablaze with suggestions, but it is silent tonight.
Yeah. Don't got a lot. There's a lot of stuff I should have done before, but
Okay, there's someone non-pointy next to me. Okay, can I walk until I feel someone pokey?
Oh, okay. What way you walking?
Just toward the open square. So if I am correct, I'm standing in a corner and there's someone north of me. So that fourth direction.
Yeah, so you're gonna walk directly to the west.
I think it's to the right. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Wait,
you're
yeah.
just gonna go straight till you bump into somebody.
Ideally, someone prickly.
Well,
Or
you go after 10
hostile
feet.
feeling?
You bump into somebody pointy.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm gonna. Oh, I hope I don't regret this. Jeff, you are inscrutable right now. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna hit them just one time. Yeah, pointy and not furry. Okay, so it's probably not any of my friends. Hopefully I don't regret this. Oh man.
It might be a Suma.
It's Brixby's template.
Oh, there's a message in the thing. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to smash, roll 1d20. We can't hear anything, so it's gonna be plus 26. 32.
Roll me a 50% mischance.
77.
All right, that's a hit on somebody.
Oh, geez. Okay. Well, it's only 3d6. Maybe they'll be fine. Oh, Alwyn and Brixby are so weak. Okay, 34 points of damage. I hope that was the right person. And you know what? I probably can't intimidate them if I can see. Well, maybe I could. I could make a scary face.
You don't get your chainsaw +2.
That's fine. I'll go for it anyway. Roll 1d20 plus 20. Ooh, that's a terrible roll. It's a 26. That's probably not intimidating in the dark.
It's not scared.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed.
All
That's
right.
my turn.
Cassius, you're up. It's a party now.
Yeah. Which one have I been stabbing? The north one?
The north one is the one that is quite stabbity.
Okay, great. I am going to 5-foot step to the northwest out of the flank and then continue the stabbage. Ooh, that's a filthy 40 critical threat. Finally, a 38 to confirm.
That's a confirmed crit.
Only a 25 on the second one.
Miss.
Oh, 13 on the last one. All right, so we got a crit. 12 points of damage, and it is a +3 equivalent in rapier also, I should mention.
Okay. So, you did some damage.
Yeah, some.
All right. Alwyn, you still got a stab at that corner.
Yeah, he's gonna just flail at that corner again. I don't even know if the guy is still in. That is a natural 20 for a 26.
Roll to confirm.
That is a natural 1. That does not confirm. Now, question: if the crit doesn't confirm, does it not even hit him with a 26?
Well, I think a natural 20 is an automatic hit. Why don't you roll the 50% mischance? Greater than 50 hits.
Yep. That is a 98.
All right. Why don't you roll damage?
What the heck do I even do? 1d3 minus 2 non-lethal. Awesome.
So is this literally punching?
D3 because that doesn't exist. Yeah, I'm literally just swinging at him because I don't have a weapon out because I always have my hands open so I can cast spells.
Actually going to heal him.
3 minus 2. I just want to see what it is. I know it's not gonna. That is a 1, which I'm sure gets through his Velstrike DR.
You just punched Brixby for 1 non-lethal damage.
Oh, he went into that swing.
Oh, yeah.
So Alwyn just a fist flails out and punches
Yeah,
Brixby.
Brixby, somebody just punched you and it kind of hurt.
Dang.
You think maybe somebody punched you, but you're not 100% sure. You might have just stubbed your toe.
Well, let's see. This Velstrak has got a target, right in front of him. He has been chasing Cassius around, but Kira's just gonna pop right up there. How about a 36 to hit?
36 will hit.
That is a 6 on the mischance. That is cool.
Yikes.
How about a 28 to hit?
No, 28 does it.
73 on the mischance. 15 damage.
Okay.
And then a terrible roll, only a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that will not do it.
Well, guess what? At the end of that turn, the darkness goes away.
Yay!
Yay. What about the confusion?
Excellent.
Is that still there?
The deafness also goes away. You want to bounce a d4 to see how long you're still confused?
2.
So you're still confused for 2 rounds. And you know who else is still confused? Sturklinder. He's still confused, but he knows one of these pointy guys stabbed him, so he's going to run up, provoking 2 attacks of opportunity, both of which are going to hit him. He's just going to take a quick 32 damage. And he's going to try to stab a chitin. And guess what? He doesn't succeed. But he's not confused anymore. Brixby, you're in a room. There's Velstrax here and your friends, and somebody punched you.
Yeah, and somebody punched me. Well, heck. I can do this. Actually, a few times. I want to end this quickly before one of them does more darkness and confusion. So Brixby's going to pull out a snake scale again. And I need reflex saves from this one and this one. And remember, he's still invisible.
Cool. Reflex saves. We'll go top first. Natural 20.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Bottom next. Substantially less than a natural 20. How about a 22?
That is a failure by 1. So, do you want the fire and the sneak attack separate?
No, they can go together.
Okie doke. So, half of this for one, all of it for the other. So that's 64 for one and 32 for the other. And then a -7 and a -4 or whatever.
Well, the northern Velstrack dies.
Excellent.
The other one doesn't, but took a big chunk there.
And that is going to be Brixby's turn.
All right, top of round 5, back around to Kira. Suddenly you can see and hear, and all your friends are here.
Yeah, no, Kira's in a great mood all of a sudden. Almost enough to stop raging, but not quite. But it's like a happy kind of rage, you know? She's like singing Alanis Morissette songs.
Telling them they're uninvited.
They are uninvited. They ought to know. I'm going to do a full attack against the southern... And here we go. Let's start with a 1d20 plus 26. Let me just double check that real quick. Still correct. Ooh, just under a crit. That's going to be a 40 total.
That'll hit.
Okay. And I'll go ahead and roll these separately. 3d6. Oh, so many ones. 29. Min damn.
All right.
1d20 plus... How many is this? 22. 33 on that second one.
33 hits.
And we're looking at 34 points of damage.
Still up.
1d20 plus. Memorize these. 17. Oh, terrible. That's a 22.
That'll
I'm assuming
miss.
a 22 does not do it. Yeah. And then last one, d20 plus 12. 26. Does a 26 do it?
Hits exactly.
Nice. Roll 3d6. And on that last roll, that's going to be 35 points of damage. Ah, finally.
That is the end of the second Velstrack, and it's not the end of the fight because Alwyn is still confused.
But with those guys dead, I'm back to rolling the D100, right?
Yeah. So, Kira, you taking a 5-foot step, or is that the end of you?
No, I'm good. Thanks.
All right. Cassius.
Cassius is going to look at Alwyn, who he can see and now he can hear, and say, "Oh, not this again. Snap out of it." And give Alwyn a new save with a +3.
Not going to help with a 2 on the die, though. At least I assume it's not going to. Because that will be 4, 5. No, that's lower than I got last time.
All right.
But it's the thought that counts.
Well, D100.
Yep. 30.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, that is Babel.
Okay, he babbles incoherently.
All right. Anybody doing anything before Alwyn's next turn?
Really hoping I was going to get act normally so I could cast Calm on myself.
I only have a few turns to get through.
If everybody's just skipping, this would be my last turn of it. So should I roll again, or is anybody doing anything?
Bueller?
I am really low on rounds. I didn't think it could happen.
That is a 49 for my last round of confusion.
That is one more babble incoherently.
Okay, he babbles again, and then he's okay after
You're
that.
free of the confusion.
Hey. Sorry, Brixby, I think I hit you during that at one point.
To remind everyone of the room that we're in now, the south wall of this relatively empty room contains 17 small glass panels that show shimmering images of similar-looking 10-foot square cells. Below each panel is a button. To the east, a thin, long glass window looks out over a high-ceilinged hallway.
Do we see anyone we recognize in these panels?
You definitely see some people in the panels. Let's see, who do we see in the panels? You see a familiar face of a woman who worked recently for an alchemist, Shoria. She looks like she's in rough shape. You see 3 probably people, like they appear to be alive. They also don't look like they're coherent beings any longer. You see 3 Khalids, a woman and 2 men. One of the men appears to be dead. One of the Khalid men looks really, really bad off. You see a familiar-looking android woman with an undercut and like purple hair. She also has like a sky metal cone, like attached to her neck, like a dog cone.
Like a dog cone.
You see a snakeman, a familiar snakeman, who actually, like, compared to pretty much everyone else you're looking at, like, doesn't look too bad off. And then you see an ancient, just the oldest Khalid man imaginable, just like 160, 170 years old. Like, it boggles the mind. He has one...
He's 52, Sam.
He has one arm.
Or excuse me, no, he's 54.
He only has one arm. The metal arm you're used to seeing him with is noticeably missing. He's just gaunt and looks like... He looks terrible. But you can see him. There's also a camera that sort of shows the hallway that seems to go... like be coated with a bunch of these cells, and the camera's facing the big window, which this wall in front of you should probably be a window. I don't know if you can see through it or not. No?
No.
Are the buttons labeled? What are the cells?
No, I mean, it seems to just be a button for each cell.
Does the button say harm?
They don't
Or
say harm.
free.
You could do an engineering.
Yeah,
Someone
it's
should do that.
it's probably better than just opening a cell on one of the ones and seeing what happens.
I mean, we could just press the button under the receptionist for the drug dealer and see what happens. Whether
Hey,
it opens the cell or
she
whether it
helped
like
us
fills
out.
it with flames.
It sounds like Broth McGroth is here. All right, that is a 37.
They seem to be based on like the little sets of lines next to the buttons. It looks like this is like a communicator. Like you can press the button and be heard inside the cell. And they could probably hear you, and you might be able to hear them.
Bixby's finger hovers over the one under Vargas's panel, and then he moves it to Tarazi's. Tarazi, can you hear me?
Tarazi can, in fact, hear.
I'm not going to fall for another one of your tricks.
No, it's us. We've killed a lot of people to come and find you.
Oh, no, it's too good to be true.
All right, well, just hang tight. I have a very complicated call I have to make real quick, and we're gonna come in.
Be aware.
It's the Philippines.
As you're saying, be aware. No, please let us know what to be aware of. He certainly doesn't hang up on you.
We're being tortured. If this is really you, the person who's doing this is quite strong. She seems friendly enough in words, but
His eyes kind of go along all of the dull glow of the screens and the violence that has been inflicted on every corporeal form in front of them. And I think we can tell the measure of that person by her work. Yeah. Let's get you out of there.
I think as this is happening, Kira's just staring at Vargas's little cell. I don't think she'll interrupt what Tarazi and Brixby are doing, but she's staring, and her expression is somewhere between horror and rage.
Brixby looks back at Big Stuff, touches Vargas's. Vargas, can you hear us? And he kind of looks back at Big Stuff.
Brixby,
Oh,
that you?
Vargas?
Yes.
How are you enjoying the capital?
Well, they have lots of cake, but mostly we've been looking for you. Are you That's a stupid question. Can you... If we get you out, will you come with us?
We're still gonna get you out, even if you say no.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Answer depends on what you're doing here. We need to get to the Sovereign. They were right. He's drugged out of his mind, but there's something else. He's trying to. You can tell he is very, very hurt and exhausted and beat up, and he just kind of trails off. But you can tell he is trying to. There's something important he wants to say about the Black Sovereign.
Save your strength. We're coming for you. So, are there any other controls in this room?
Let me see if there are other controls. It looks like there are actually controls for each cell. You can control the cell door, the temperature, lighting, and ambient sound in each cell. There's also that weird 17th one that is not pointing at a cell.
What is it pointing at again?
It's showing a long hallway that, let me just check. It's kind of basically pointing at a purple glowing weirdness. It's probably nothing.
Well, I think we opened the doors on Tarazi and Vargas's cells to get started.
Could Halloween heal us, or at least me, before we start potentially triggering another encounter?
Yes.
I am quite hurt.
Oh, of course. And Alwyn pulls the staff of healing out of his bag so he doesn't use his slots. Because I can slowly fill that up over time and get that back.
And do we know if the Velstrax are still regenerating? Because I would totally have been shoving them in the bag during this conversation if they were still regenerating.
Well, we have silver weapons.
They would have been regenerating. I just forgot about it. But you also know how to deal with that.
Yeah. We have this. Do we have a silver shovel? Can we kill them with a tiny
I
shovel?
believe it's a miniature shovel.
We do. We also all have silver swords that we took from those. No,
Spoon him to death.
Sorry, I forgot about the swords. I'm just.
Alwyn hands Brixby the shovel while he's healing everyone.
It's about as effective as killing someone with a cocktail umbrella, but he's really trying.
Okay, there we go.
Shall we open the gates, or attempt to, and hope it doesn't fill the cells with fire?
Yeah, let's just try opening their doors. Maybe communicate with them first, to each one. We're gonna open your door, but maybe stay inside your cell for the moment. Is there anything immediately dangerous outside of either of your cells?
I don't think either of you would think that there was.
No, if we would know that, yeah.
So we'll open their doors, and then, I guess, go through the only available door to us in this room.
Pour all of the other prisoners.
Let the rest of them out.
Wipes
It's just
her
too many
hand down.
X factors. I mean, like,
No.
one of them could, I don't know, be like a microwave wearing the skin of someone else, or like, who knows what the Technic League has been doing.
All right. Well, the only door out of this room is the door to the north, which leads into a 5-foot wide stairwell.
Come along, Captain.
Sending the captain to the front.
Yep. Nothing's going to freak our friends out more. Like sending in a technically captain.
It's like a funny
Swearing
prank.
that it was us. No, it's definitely us. And then the
JK,
door
JK,
opens and it's
JK.
technically captain.
And around the corner on this little thing, after a few more stairs, is another door that leads out to the east. The east.
Weast. Go do it, Captain.
Yeah, he opens up the door, shuffles on through into a stairway, and immediately upon him coming out, alarms start going off.
You just
Ah,
back
yes,
up.
And
there we go.
robots move to attack. Everybody roll for initiative.
This is why we didn't open all the doors.
Just a little robot attack you do. You can't even see what robot it is.
You'd be a cool robot. Wow. I don't know what I did. I get all those times I called it Roll 20. Foundry's finally coming back for me.
It's Robot 20. Foundry went wild with the adjectives in this area, just letting everyone know ahead of time.
Oh, I'm excited.
I changed
no.
a couple because they were too risque.
After Brixby,
Which you left.
editing other ones.
That one I didn't catch in time.
How
I
bad could it
would have
be?
changed it. All right, what did Alwyn get? Oh, you're not confused anymore.
Alwyn got a natural 20 for a 28.
It's pretty fast. How about Brixby?
The buxom Brixby, really racy choice, Sam. Got a 1 for a 10.
Cassius.
Oh, I rolled a 2 for an 8.
And Kira.
And I rolled a 3 for a 14.
All right, well, we're beginning combat with the braggadocious Alwyn. You can't see anything.
We heard the alarm go off, though, correct?
Yeah, you heard robot alarminess.
He is going to go invisible. Because why not? I can do this 3 more times. So for the next 15 rounds, he is greaterly invisible. And he will stay where he is because he doesn't want to walk into a room and get shot with a missile again like the last time he went invisible.
All right. Well, in the next moment, I think what you witness is a robot reducing Sterklinder to a paste from some distance away.
He loved paste.
In the next moment, let's see, what do we do here? I think a robot's going to kind of float on down. Who's in the front here? This is Cassius. Cassius is going to get shot with
He wasn't.
with a laser.
No, Stricklinter was in front.
Sterklinder's gone.
Tinder's gone now.
Can his corpse give me soft cov? Or is it really just paste?
It's
Too
pretty
soft.
pasty. How are we feeling about 24 versus flat-footed touch?
Yep, that'll do.
That is just 15 fire damage from the laser. Kira. A robot lasered your friend. A different robot smashed your non-friend recent business associate.
Pet? Question mark.
So I see a little like cornery thing right here. Is that something that I can
Here.
step or walk over?
Let me give you a description of what that particular thing is. That is like a metal platform that you can stand on.
Mm-hmm. Can I move across it with relative ease?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Does Kira want to rush in there? Yeah, she does. That's where her friends are. So she's just going to do this, and hopefully it doesn't end up badly. Gonna shimmy on past Cassius and try not to block anyone. So maybe, can I stand here? Uh-oh.
Yeah. You're gonna take a claw on the way in, though.
Yeah, that's fine.
35 to claw?
35 to claw will do it.
Are you raging?
Yes. Yep.
44 on the blur.
Okay.
So the claw does 17 damage,
Okay.
plus a free attempt to grab.
Ugh.
How long does freedom of movement last? Because I know you had it like a while ago, but it's
I
been a
thought
while.
it ran out.
It's 10 minutes a level, so I'm sure it's gone by now.
Alright, well, it's going to grab you. It is a natural 20 on the grapple.
Okay.
But on the plus side, you got up to it.
Great. Yeah, this is all going so well.
You
All right.
did it.
Well, now I can't. I can only hit it with like one hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
What can I even do with one hand? This is the worst.
You can punch it with a rusty glove.
Yeah. I guess good thing I took that rust gauntlet. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna roll the punch. 21 more raging. Yeah. Hey, a natural 20.
Hey, roll to confirm.
Does a 28 confirm?
It does not.
Yeah. Just do the regular gauntlet damage. 1d3. Gross. Oh, this is not gonna be good. I can't afford to be sad tonight. I have more work to do. Max damage, 20 points. I'm sure it all goes through.
It all goes through on the
Hey.
weird sort of force fieldiness, but still.
Great. So, Kira, that's her turn. She will also go back. Ah, they're both the big scary metal guys.
All right, Kira has punched an unholy robot, and Brixby's up.
Alrighty. Brixby is going to move up into Cassius's square, sharing a square with him.
Oh, hello.
Hello! Brixby is going to level a finger at the Myrmidon robot and let out a thin green ray. So first thing, I'm going to try to make a touch attack here. We are not inspired, right?
Right, not yet inspired.
No, I went last.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense. I just wanted to make sure I didn't. All right, 28 to touch with AC plus
Yeah.
4. Okie dokie, I need you to roll me a fortitude save.
Only a 20. Terrible.
You failed my disintegrate. Which I rarely get a disintegrate off where someone fails the roll. So I think that is 30d6.
What?
It's 2d6
Yes.
per level up to 40d6.
Oh my god, I want to
So-
see the screen when you roll 30d6.
I really should have put sneak attack on this too, but at least I can
Just flood this.
104 points of damage.
All right, I got to do some math here. Well, it definitely kills its force field.
Excellent.
And then, some damage goes through on the unholy Myrmidon.
Alrighty, that is Rivy's turn.
Okay, Cassius, who got lasered.
Yeah, not my favorite sensation. He will begin to inspire a precious few rounds of that remaining for the day. And then he will stride forward, see, oh no, there's the other one, and not love that. Well, I've got movement. That was 5 feet. I'm going to attempt to tumble past, and they have reach probably, so I guess through to avoid both of them, so I'll roll 2 rolls.
Okay.
And I'll use another. No, I can't. I can't Boots of Gusto. They're both swift, I think. Yeah. So I'll just roll slat acro. Definitely failing on the one closest to me with a 17.
All right.
27 against CMD for the one next to Kieran.
Also a fail.
Neat.
So you got 2 claws coming at you.
All right.
First one is a 44 to hit.
Uh-huh.
Second one, much worse, 36.
Yeah, still hits.
All right. So let's see. Just roll. First one is 16 damage. Second one is also 16 damage. We do have 2 free attempts to grapple here.
It's excessive.
Can it grapple both of us?
First one is a 43 to grapple.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Neat.
So you're grappled. You're not going to both grapple you. One's already got a friend.
Let me throw that condition on. Very cool.
So you know you win some, you lose some.
Don't feel like I'm winning very many, but okay. I am going to make a single rapier strike then with combat expertise, because now I really need the AC. So here comes a very low roll. I say that, but I rolled a natural 19. That's a 35 critical threat.
All right. Roll confirm.
A 29 to confirm.
29 will not confirm.
Oh, that sucks. Minimum damage of 9.
All right. Well, since it's still on its force field, that all goes through.
Yay.
So you got that going for you. Someday I'll remember that while they're on their force field, they can't be crit either. Alwyn, you're up.
Okay. Brixby hit the one that's in front of us, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, but not with sneak attack. So. he
Oh,
does not
okay.
have
Yeah, so it won't get
disadvantage.
the... Well, in that case, Alwyn is going to walk up the stairs and down here so he can... Oh, but Kira's right there. So that's not going to work, what I was going to do there. But you know what? I am going to try this anyway, even though he's probably going to pass it because I don't have too much else I can do. So go ahead. You know what? I'm not going to do the one Brix hit. I'm going to do the one that has taken less damage. Can that one make me a will save, please? The Western. The Western Myrmidon.
Will save.
Yes.
How about a
Looking to beat a 20.
25?
Yep, you beat it. I knew you would, because it's a very low level spell. So you're not sensory overloaded. Don't have a super lot else I can do. I don't want to use too many of my higher level stuff because I'm up to the point where I have to choose between dealing damage or having stuff ready if we need healing immediately. So that will be his turn.
All right, that's going to bring us to the evil Myrmidon robot. It's going to release the grapple because it's, that would be non-optimal playstyle to just keep you on a grapple and only allow itself to constrict. And it's going to full attack Cassius. We got 2 Quantum Lashes and then 2 Claws. First Quantum Lash, natural 1. Second Quantum Lash, how about a 32 to hit?
That would, but
That
I'm
is
combat
touch
expertise.
AC.
Oh, you said touch?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
That's only 1 force damage. So don't even worry about it.
Sus.
First Claw, how about a 38?
Yeah.
Natural 1 on the grapple. I gotta roll damage too, don't I? That is 17 damage. And then 33 on the last attack.
That would hit, but combat expertise gives me an AC of 36.
Ooh. Well, now we're going to hop over to the Unholy Myrmidon robot, who's going to do the same thing that its buddy just did to Cassius, but to Kira.
Fair.
So, Quantum Lash, number 1. How we feeling about a 45 versus touch?
We're not feeling good. We're feeling like that's unnecessary. Why do you need a 45 versus touch?
Well, it's a critical threat.
Okay.
I didn't realize. 32 versus touch to confirm.
Yeah, that confirms.
We'll roll Blur first. 3.
Yes! Blur! Blur comes through again.
All right, next Quantum Lash. Natural 1.
The dice.
Claw number 1. How we feeling about a 40 to claw?
Honestly, at this point, I'm feeling pretty good. Claw away.
38 on the blur.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 17 damage. Free attempt to grapple. We're only looking at a 35 to grapple.
And what do I look at that versus?
CMD.
No, that does not do it.
All right, well, rolling that final claw on the guy. How we feeling about a 30 to hit?
30 will hit.
42 on the blur.
Mm-hmm.
17 damage again.
Okay.
43 on the grapple this time.
That'll grab.
Oh, you win some, you lose some.
Again, don't feel like I'm winning a whole lot. Although I guess I did win those first two. That was fair. You're right. Okay, my bad.
You had the blur negate the crit for like the second time this dungeon. So
Yeah, that was a win. You're right. My bad. My bad.
All right, it's your turn.
I guess I'll punch it again because the other option is roll like an escape artist roll and see if I can break the roll a strength check and see if I can break the grapple, or roll an escape artist roll and like wiggle away. Does that sound right?
Yeah, you can spend a standard action to try to escape with a strength or escape artist, or you can just full attack punch it.
Oh, I get 4 punches?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try the punches. Raging. We are inspired now, yeah? Encouraged?
Yes.
Courageous. Inspired and courageous. Okay, and 16. It's not a critical threat because this is not a chainsaw. So 40 to hit.
Yeah, 40 hits.
Okay. And then roll, 1d3? You know what? Can I roll these all at once? Because this is going to be a lot of punching.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Second hit is going to be a 41.
All right, that's not a punch.
Okay. Third is going to be 31.
31 hits exactly.
Awesome. And then last one is going to be 29, which I think will miss. So that's...
Yep.
Roll 9. No. Calm down. Roll 3d3 plus 60. 66 points of damage, Sam.
All right.
And I can't intimidate it, so that's me.
Standard hardness applies, but chipping away. Brixby.
Alrighty. Brixby is going to take a 5-foot step into the hallway and leveling his finger at the one that he hit before, Brixby is going to fire off a Scorching Ray. And yeah, no, that's always he's going to save impromptu sneak attacks and whatnot. My second to last one of these, though. Alrighty, so they don't have spell resistance, right?
No spell resistance. Are you visible?
I am visible, and they would see me anyhow, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of why.
Are you rolling to cast defensively, or are you getting slapped?
Ooh, yeah, you know what? I'll roll to cast defensively. Wow. I rolled. Did I just roll?
I saw it.
Two nat 20s in a row. Wow. Yep. All right. So let me cast roll defensively. Concentration check plus 23. I'm pretty sure I can't even fail. Yeah, it's the concentration check for a DC 19. So I have a plus 23 to succeed. So 1d20 plus 23. That is that's a 25. I still cast defensively, even with a 2 off the die. So that is a 30 and then 2 natural 20s versus touch. So I'm going to roll the 2 crits again. This is for the first one.
Nice.
That is nice. Call it very nice. D20's oh god, I almost called it Foundry's making it up for me again. That's a 19 off the die for a 34. And because I almost called it roll 20, it gave me a nat 1 on the end there for a 16 versus touch.
So 1 crit, 2 hits.
All right, cool. So, do you need any of these separate, or do you just want them all together?
Why don't you do them separate?
All right, so 8d6 for the crit. Okie doke. So that is a 26, and then despite rolling half the dice, a 22 on the next one, and then a 14.
All right, you did some solid damage there. The hardness takes a chunk out of each one, but still, those were good rolls.
Yeah.
22 on 46 is a good freaking roll.
Yeah, it's 4 and 3 6s. That was honestly, Foundry made it up for me. I'm sorry, I almost called you roll 20 at the end. All right, that's the end of Brixby's turn.
All right, Cassius, you are not currently grappled, so you got that going for you.
All right. Love that. Not going to try to move. Well, I can take a 5-foot step, and I shall. Because I'm already basically flanked anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to slowly move if I keep living and not being grabbed. And then I will full attack. This one is the evil Myrmidon as I continue performing with combat expertise. I've learned that the AC is 31, so that'll help. That's a 37 critical threat.
Unfortunately, it still has its force field up, so it can't be critted this time.
Okay, well, it's a garbage confirmation roll, so I'm glad. So that's a miss, and even the natural 19 critical threat is a miss, because my lowest to hit right now is too low. So 1 hit. Better than minimum damage now. 13.
Oh, dang.
That might be more than the force field regenerates. It might not. Who's to say?
It might be. All right, Alwyn.
Let's see, what can I do to these robots that I can't hurt? You know what? I'm just gonna fire some, what you call them, Adam? Scorchy dews. Some scorching rays. I get 3, correct, Zach?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna once again aim at this one. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna aim at the one that Brix did 100 and something damage to earlier. So first one is range touch is gonna be a 23 against touch.
Yeah.
All right. Second one, that's only gonna be a 17 against touch.
Yep.
And that's an 18 on the die for 29 against touch, the last one. So those are all hits.
They're big boys.
Yep. And that is 4d6 per ray. So,
Do them separately because of the hardness.
so first one is going to be 14. Second ray, 18. Those are good rolls. And third ray, 10. Third one wasn't great. In fact, I don't know if any of that went through, but the other two are good.
All right.
And that will be his turn. He is not gonna move at all.
Well, the evil Myrmidon robots got something going. They feel like it's working. Gonna smack Cassius 4 times. First one is a natural 20 with the lash. To confirm on the quantum lash, a second natural 20.
Oh no, you're gonna do 2 force damage?
You're looking at 18 force
no.
damage. That's a big roll.
Oh, I deserve that.
Next quantum lash, 31 versus touch.
Yeah, versus touch.
9 force damage. Much better rolls this time around. Claw number 1, 44 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That is 13 damage, minimum damage. 34 on the grapple.
No.
Final claw. Natural 20.
Come on.
To confirm, 45.
Yeah, this could be ugly.
33 damage.
Okay, Cassius is at 0.
And to grapple, we have a solid 44.
Yeah, you have grappled the staggered Cassius Hoyt.
Well, it's out of attacks. So you got that going for you. Now, the unholy Myrmidon robot, which is looking worse for wear, is going to do the same thing to Kira. Probably with the exact same results. Lash number 1, 32 versus touch. 57 on the blur
Only works on crits.
for 5 force damage.
Okay.
43 versus touch for the second lash. 28 versus blur. Another 1 force damage. Cassius got all the good rolls.
That's one word for them.
Claw number 1, 31 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
How about a 2 on the blur?
Hey.
I think that's the third single-digit blur of the night. And then Final Claw, 34 to hit.
Yep.
And that is a 60 on the blur. 14 damage and a
Attempt to grab.
35 to reestablish that grapple.
35 does not do it.
All right, well, you're not grabbed then.
Not grabbed.
And it's your turn.
Awesome. Kira's gonna full attack this thing. With a chainsaw, I mean.
Gotta be almost dead at this point.
Wait, do I have to like pick up the chainsaw or something? Can I say I was holding it in my other hand or no?
Probably have to do a move action to switch your grip to a two-handed weapon.
That's fair. All right, I'll do that and then just attack the one time. Oh, come on, roll. 42 to hit.
42 hits.
Roll 3d6. 41 points of damage.
Doesn't all go through,
Yeah.
but this robot looks very, very bad now.
Okay, I'll take it. That's me.
All right, Brixby, you're up.
Let's try not to fix what isn't broken. I'm going to use my last Scorching Ray on this one. Well, I got one and another crit, and it's on the one that has no force field, so I'm going to roll that again. That is a 23 to confirm that critical.
That is confirmed.
Nice. Alrighty. 27 on the first one, which is the crit. 11 on the next one. 17 on the one after that.
It's a dead Myrmidon.
Yeah. I'm ready. Brixby's going to take a 5-foot step back, and that's going to be the end of his turn.
Okay, Cassius, you are staggered and grappled. What's the plan?
Bold of you to assume I have one. Yeah, we will continue the performance. And then I think the plan is to do nothing. Because if I take a standard action, I lose a hit point. So I would like to not take a standard action.
All right. No standard action, no lost hit point, and as we roll on down to the top of round 3 with Cassius in a very precarious situation, I'm going to bed.
Good night, precarious Cassius. Good night, Sam.
Good night, Percassius.
Oh,
That's fun to say.
Good night, Sam.
Good night, Precarious Cassius. Good night, Sam.
Night, Sam.
Against the machine. Against the machine.
Pot Against the Machine is property of Network Against the Machine LLC, all rights reserved. Pathfinder and the Iron Gods Adventure Path are property of Paizo Publishing. See their website for more details. Theme Against the Machine was written and performed by our own Zach. See the show notes for additional music and sound licensing. If you enjoyed the show, we encourage you to leave us a review.
Hold on, let me make sure that I have this recorded for the bloops. So it could be counted. There is him covering Pink Pony Club at Mar-a-Lago for Trump.
all right.
What has Chaperone intended?
That sure is a thing that happened.
I also didn't call that artist Chaperone for at least 2 days until someone corrected me, because I only heard someone say it and I don't use social media.
I'm sure John Cougar Mellencamp loves that that's a thing.
Oh, God. Yeah, no, that's really funny. Just throw like John Thune on there. You've got a good... I guess he's not the worst of the Republicans right now.
You should switch it up
Probably
and
more terrible Johns.
you should switch it up into Austin 316 at the end just to keep everybody guessing.
Yes.
Over the summer, like we went over to my in-laws' house, well, too complicated to describe the exact relationship, but they were playing bro country music just like while the party was going on. And my kid starts laughing because every song sounds exactly like that There I Ruined It, bro country.
The truck one.
Beer in my beer in
Yes. Beer in the beer in the truck in my truck.
Yep. Like I had played that for the kids before, and I don't think they'd ever heard real bro country. And when they heard it, they just couldn't stop. Like, it's real. It is exactly
I can't
right.
listen. So when I work like in the morning, I listen to like podcasts, and then after lunch, I can't listen to like talking anymore. So I listen to music instead. And I just put on like YouTube has a thing where like it'll be like this song mix, and it'll like play just a bunch of random songs in a row that are all kind of similar. And one of the ones that I pick every once in a while has Snow by Red Hot Chili Peppers come on. And I cannot listen to that song without breaking out laughing because of the There I Ruined It of them. That's like Nancy Reagan bit my dog, and scrolling through the pages of Webster's earned me wages and all the other dumb. Like, I can't hear the real lyrics anymore.
All right. Dick Loop.
Okay. I've been recording for like 3 minutes, but that's probably fine. All right.
Okay. Oh, sorry, my connection is a little laggy. Can you hear me?
I'm hearing crackliness.
You're cutting
Just
in and
got
out, and you're
garbled.
frozen on the screen.
Yeah. Okay, let me wait for that to. Are we good? I'm still frozen to myself
Sounds
in
better
just
now.
the best position. But
Video's still frozen, but now I
yeah,
can hear
mine
you
is
better.
too. But okay, I can hear you also. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for the pictures of my face.
Just Jeff made it a server emoji.
I feel like I spoke that into existence, and I would like to apologize.
Well, Corey says to hit
I
Izzy.
saw that, and I think you should ignore it.
I won't.
Corey says to shoot them at Izzy.
Don't
though.
do it.
Okay. Unfortunately, Izzy is not on the map, so I can only attack the Myrmidon. 1, 2, 3, clap.